The idea of a shirt making enterprise was something that Holywell Trust thought might be worth pursuing. I had a little bit of experience working or dressmaking, and I think really that's why I got the post, that I knew a few women who had experience in shirt factories and were now garment makers and teaching other people to make garments. I spent a long time researching all that, and that was the prompt that Holywell devised initially. There was a long history of shirt making in Derry, and it employed a lot of women in the city at a time where there was very low unemployment in the city for men. Women became breadwinners for many families in Derry. I think it was a nostalgic thing really, and that was the prompt for it. You know, could we go back, could we rekindle this? The innovation that I really was interested in is that women were very disempowered in the factory system. Many of the middle management and upper management roles were taken by men, and women were in the lower paid positions. So my idea was that I could bring maybe a cooperative together, women who managed and controlled the shirt making, and that also they'd be very empowered by that. They'd have decision making power, and they'd all be in an equal footing. Well, I tested my ideas by talking to a lot of people. I did a lot of consultations. I spoke to people who had been employed in the industry at all levels of the industry, and I also, at a certain point, I decided to prototype. So I didn't prototype shirts because after a number of consultations, I didn't really think that was viable, but I thought there might be the possibility of a textile gift product. So I worked with a very skilled dressmaker, garment maker, and she prototyped products for me. There was a pencil case, there was a number of different items, and I tested that by sending them out to potential stockists as well. I broke down all the costs, priced them so that there might be a potential that they would sell at a good profit and that the business would be sustainable. So I sent them out to the retail buyer for Northern Ireland museums, but she felt that they were really too expensive for them to consider stocking. She said the cost for them would have to be reduced by about 50%. So that didn't really make the product viable. There was no way that I could bring that cost down by 50% and still be able to pay the machinists a good salary. So at that point I started to realise that it just wasn't a viable business option.